So in EMP1 this is the record, and EMP2, so this is the records. So about the union operator, so it returned only unique record and distinct record. But union all operator, so it returned duplicate record and record should be in unsorted format. So let's see by example. So at here let's write select a statement, select, and here selecting, so the column is ID, the first column is ID, and hereafter name, and hereafter email, and hereafter let's use from clause, and here taken from EMP table, and hereafter let's use union operator, and let's copy this particular line and paste it down, and here give EMP2. So if you execute this query, so see at here or total, so this all records, its coming records is in sorted format or distinct. And if you execute this query EMP1, so this is the record 1001, 1002, 1003, and hereafter 5002, 5001, 1002. So at here 1002 and 1002, so this is a duplicate. So if you combine, so at here this is the duplicate. So but if you are using union operator, so union operator only return distinct record, and the at here ID must be in sorted format. So let's use this tab union record. So union operator, let's use union all, and if you execute this query, so first that or display EMP1 records, so this is the EMP1 record till there, and hereafter this is EMP2 record. So that means union all, so at your ID, so this is unsorted format, and here 102, and this is a duplicate record. So union all operator that record, that display or that return or duplicate record, and here the record in unsorted format. So this is the first difference, and hereafter let's see one more difference. So if you execute this query, so this is the records, so this all is in sorted format and unique record, and hereafter let's click on display estimated execution prompt. So this is the steps of execution. So at here select, and hereafter sort, after that here concatenation, after that here or EMP1 and EMP2. So at here cost is 80%, and here the cost is 80%, and here the sort. So union operator first that do sorting the records, after that do the concatenation. So if you go to the sorting, so at here see physical operation sort, logical operation, testing sort, estimate execution mode row, and here estimate operation cost 63%, and here this is the IO cost, and here after CPU cost, so it takes CPU subtree cost, and here after number of execution, this is only one, and here the most important point is estimate number of rows, so this is 522, and here estimate row size, so at here it's taking 33p. So that means if you are using union operator, so union operator first that to the sorting, after that to the concatenation, and here if select union all, and here click on display estimated prompt. So at here first that select, and here it's a directly concatenate, and here 50% cost for uh, EMP1 and EMP2. So here there is no any chance, or there is no any point for sorting. So that means if you are going for performance, so which give a better performance, union or union all. So if in the point of union and union all, so union all give better performance, and the execution time must be a faster. So if you take the cursor at this point, so see at here directly concatenation, and hereafter estimated number of rows. So this is 6 only. So if in your table has the huge record like millions of records in your table. So if you're using union operator, so union operator first that do the sorting. So that do the sorting, that means that takes lots of times. After the sorting, that concatenate. And if you're using union all, so there is no any chance for sorting. So you can combine two or three table, four tables, and if you have millions of records, so that combine all in quick times. Compare them or union, so union all faster. So this is the thing, but the main point is union all that combine all the records or duplicate records also. So this is the second important point. So union operator performance slower than union all. And hereafter, let's see other example. So I am going to copy this column. So this query, and hereafter let's paste it down. And hereafter I'm going to concatenate DPT table record. So let's see the record of DPT table. So select extra from escort dot dpt, and let's execute. So total numbers of columns are 3. Now hereafter I'm going to combine one more column at here. So simply copy and paste this. So that will work. If you execute this query, so this will work. So first that to do the sorting. So at here 10, 20, 30. So it's ascending order. So at here this is the records of DPT table, and here this is the record of EMP1, and here this is the record here EMP2. So if you are using union all, and if you execute the same query, the output will come, and there are no any errors. But here the records in unsorted formats and duplicate records. So this is the records. This is the things here. And hereafter I'm going to so you want more table, and here I'm going to use EMP table. So this is the records, and this is the total numbers of columns are 8. So at here this time going to use at here EMP table, and let's execute this query. So at here I'm getting the error message. All queries combined using union, intersection or except. So operator must have equal number of expressions. So that means at here or 3 columns, add here 3 columns, so it's okay, but add here a star. So this EMP table has the 8 columns, so that here it's the returning error. So for this, let's execute that one, and here this time going to select 3 column from the EMP, and here EMP. So EMP number, it's integer type, and here E name. So it's a varchar and a job. So if you execute this query, so this will work properly. So see out here, this will work properly, but the output is not clear. So email, and here email it's coming or like job title, those things. And here if you give union, so this will also work. So this will also work here. So this is the thing. And one important point, let's copy this to and here paste it down. So and here if you execute this query, so this will give you a suitable design. And here in place of ID, I'm going to put first name. And here ID, let's give and here in second position. And if you execute this query, so let's see what happened. So at here I'm getting the error message, conversion failed when converting the varchar SAM. So here data type error. So at here ID is integer and name is varchar. So you cannot concatenate a varchar with integer. So that's why here I'm getting the error. So let's give at here ID, and here in last I'm going to give name. So at your name, so this is a varchar, email it's a varchar, but here name is different. Here email is varchar, name is varchar. So only the name or differ, but data type same. So if you execute this query, so this will work. Here that work. But the thing is in name, so it's email it's coming, and email it's the name is coming. But that work, there is no error. The same thing, so let's use undo operator. So here the same thing with union all. So at here if you give name first, ID second, the same problem will come, or type in data type problem. So you cannot concatenate it is with varchar. So this is the things about union and union all. So and here about the union, one time going to repeat union or operator that give you sorted record, and record or must be unique. But at here union all operator, so it give unsorted record, and record must not be unique. So whatever the record in EMP or table, EMP1 table, EMP2 table, as EMP table, here escort, here escort dot dbt table, so that combine all the records. So that do not check whatever the unique, duplicate, unsorted, so that blindly combine all the records from the table. And hereafter, the third important point is so performance. The performance. So if you have use or use record inside the tables, so by performance wise, union operator or takes union operators slower because it takes lots of time to sort the record. After sorting that concatenate. But here union all, there is no any chances of sorting, so directly that concatenate. So that here this take lesser timer than union operator. And hereafter, so this is the constant. If you are using three column at here, so you must have to give three columns. Then that work. If you give 4 5 columns, so then the error comes. And here in at here, so here the data type must be same. So integer combined with integer. Name may be different, but at here data type must be same. So at here about the intersect operator. So intersect operator only return matching record from the table. So at a EMP1 table and EMP2 table. So whatever the matching record, so that return. So this is the matching part of EMP1 and EMP2. So this is the EMP1 part and here this is the EMP2 part. But if you are using union operator, so that return all the rows from EMP1 and EMP2. So let's see the query about the intersect operator. So at here I'm going to copy and let's paste it down, and in place of union all, at here I'm going to write intersect, and here id concatenate with id and name with name. So if you execute this query, so see at here only 1002 and here name com email com@gmail.com, it's returning. So let's see the record inside EMP1. So at here EMP1 1002 ID. So at here this is a duplicate, and here in EMP2. So EMP2 also has a 1002 com@gmail.com. So this records is the matching records of from EMP1 and EMP2. So that here if you execute this query, so it's returning only matching records. So this is the things, and hereafter I discussed one more point about the inner join. So inner join also return matching record. So inner join, so please watch my last video. So at there I discussed about inner join, outer join. So inner join also returning matching record from the tables. So let's see what the difference is. So at here I'm going to write the query for inner join, and here select ID name email from email AMP font, and hereafter let's write inner join from EMP2, and hereafter let's use on clause, and hereafter EMP1 dot ID equal to EMP2 dot ID. So if the ID value of EMP1 and EMP2 are same, or then that join. So if I'm going to execute the query, so right here I'm getting the message ambiguous column name ID, and here name and email, because at here compiler could not recognize so ID comes from EMP1 or EMP2. So at here I have given EMP1.id, so compiler understand. So this is this ID is for EMP1, and here this ID for EMP2. So to remove this ambiguous column, so either you can use a star at here. So a star that indicate all the columns from EMP1 and EMP2. So see at here. So this all columns from. So this is the part of EMP1 and this is the part of EMP2. Now here from here, you can also use. So let's write at here EMP1 and paste dot. So I'm going to take ID from EMP1 and hereafter EMP2. So from EMP2 I'm going to take name, and hereafter EMP1 dot, and here from EMP1 I'm going to take email. So if you execute this query, so see at here it's returning only matching record. So the at here I'm getting the duplicate number of records by using inner join. So if you use intersect operator, so let's execute. So see at here I'm getting only unique record, and if I'm going to execute the query using inner join, so at here I'm getting the duplicate. So that means intersect return only unique record, and inner join that return a duplicate record. So this is the first difference between intersect and inner join. So to remove add here, or to if you wanna load only distinct or unique record, so you can use add here distinct keyword. So distinct. Now if you execute the query, so add here, or it's only loading distinct record or unique record. So this is the things. Now here after if you execute this query, so at here I'm getting the conversion failed when converting varchar value same to data type int. So if you use at here intersect operator and let's execute the same error I'm getting here. That means at here this is the ID and here this is the name. So ID is the integer tab and name is varchar. So that here conversion failed error I'm getting. So at here if you return only matching record from the two tables, so at here the column or whatever the columns, so at your data type must be match, so id must be match and id match, like integer match with integer, varchar match with varchar, so like this. So if you give at your id and your displays name, and if you execute this query, so now at here getting the expected output. So next thing is, so suppose if I'm going to execute to this, if I'm going to include at a intersect operator in place of union, and here I'm going to use intersect one more time. So intersect operator return only matching record. So if at here I'm going to give at here a star. So a star that take all the columns. So if I'm going to, let's see the record first in EMP. So see right here, this is the record and here the total numbers of columns are 8. So if you execute this query, so at here all queries combined in union intersect except, so at here equal, so I'm getting the error message because at here in EMP1, so total numbers of columns are 3. Here EMP2 total numbers of columns are 3, but in EMP table, so at here the total numbers of columns are 8. So that here it's a or differ. So that here I'm getting the error message. So column at here all queries combined, so must have equal number of expression. So equal numbers of columns. So for this you have to use, you have to give at here equal numbers of columns, and here data type must be same. So id at here integer type integer, so at here in first place you must have to give integer. So let's give at here emp number, and here after, so emp number is integer, next is e name, and here after let's give job. Now now let's execute the query again. So see at here I'm not getting error message, but whatever if the records are matching, then that returns. So at here among three tables there are no any matching records, so that here it's returning blank. So if you execute emp1 and emp2, so there is one matching records 1002, so this is the matching record, so that here it's returning matching record. So the same thing at here union, just like intersect, but the key difference is union return all the rows from the tables, but at here intersect operator or returning only the matching record. So let's see the diagram. So at here this is the EMP1 table and here EMP2 table. So if you are using except operator, so first that return EMP record. So whatever the record of EMP table, so that return, and here that eliminates the common record between two tables. So suppose at here this is EMP1 and here EMP2. So if you are doing minus on EMP1 and EMP2, so at here if you are doing minus on EMP1 and EMP2, so see at here this is the first that return EMP1 record, because at here I'm doing EMP1 minus EMP2, and at it eliminate the matching record between two tables. So at here the record will return 1, 2, 4, and here 3 is the matching record, so 3 will not be displayed. So let's understand by example. So let's copy this. So in my last video I discussed about intersect operators. So if you like to know about, so please check that. So first let's enter at here minus. So let's write minus at here. So if you execute the query, so see at here it's I'm not getting expected output. So for this let's use at here except. So except given. Now here after execute. So see at here. So at here I'm getting the 1001 record 1001 sam@gmail.com. And here let's see the record of EMP1 and EMP2. So see at here 1001, 1002, 1002, and here 5002, 5001, 1002. So 1002 is present at EMP1 and EMP2. So by using except keyword, so except keyword remove matching record, and here that return. So at here the EMP1 minus EMP2. So at here EMP1 except EMP2. So whatever the record of EMP1. So EMP1 record 1001, 1002, 1003, 1002. So at here, and here after that do minus on 1002. So 1002, 1002 it's eliminate. So that here the output come 1001 only.